Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see how to create frequency distribution table. Now the main thing in frequency distribution table is determining the class and class limits and class boundaries. Now to find the class we can follow all these steps. The first step is find the highest and the lowest value. Here the highest value is 36 and the lowest value is 7. And find the range. Range is going to be we have to subtract the lowest value from the highest value, and that's going to be the range. Therefore range here is going to be 36 minus 7, and that's going to be equal to 29. And the next step is select the number of classes desired. Number of classes, it doesn't matter how many you choose, but usually it's between 5 to 20. Now let's say we are going to pick 6. So let's say our number of classes 6. Classes is equal to 6, and then find the width by dividing the range by the number of classes. We know the range is 29, and if we divide this one by 6, and that's going to give us 4.833, and if we round this one, that's going to be 5. So the width is going to be 5. And this next step is select the starting point, usually the lower value, and add width to get the lower limits. And here we have 7, and 7 plus 5 is going to be 12, right? 12, and 12 plus 5 is going to be 17. 17 plus 5 is going to be 22. 22 plus 5, 27. 27 plus 5, that's going to be 32. 32 plus 5, that's going to be 37. Since we have the maximum number 36, we can stop right here, and this is going to be our lower limits, right? So lower limits, and upper limits is going to be, we simply subtract 1 from this. So here upper limit for going to be 12 minus 1, right? 12 minus 1, that's going to be 11. And then 17 minus 1, that's going to be 16, and 22 minus 1, 21, 27 minus 1, 26, and then 32 minus 1, 31, and then 37 minus 1, 36. And this is going to be our upper limit. Now, so the class bound, now we can go ahead and write our class. We need okay, so let's create the table right here. Let's separate this part. In the table we are going to have class, and let's say class limits, and also class boundaries, and we had to have tally, frequency, and then we have to have cumulative frequency, right? So these are the things we needed to create the table. Now let's go one by one. The first one is class limits. We know that lower limit is 7 and going up to 11. So 7 to 11. The next one is going to be 12 to 16, and the next one is going to be 17 to 21, and the next one is going to be 22 to 26, and then next one is going to be 27 to 31, and the next one is going to be 32 to 36, and that's it, right? And usually you may have seen like something like this: 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. You know, these kind of things get a little bit complicated, because for example, if you have 20, where are you going to include? But we should, if you see something like that, you have to definitely include in this one. We shouldn't consider this one. But to avoid confusion on this stuff, we create this kind of stuff, 7 to 11, and we start with 12 right here. So if we have 12, we definitely know that we are going to put 12 in this class limits, right? And that is one thing. And next, let's go to the next step. Next step is we have to find the class boundaries. Class boundaries, what you do is you subtract 0.5 from lower limit and add 0.5 to the upper limit, and if you subtract, that's going to be 6.5, and if you add 0.5 to the upper limit, that's going to be 11.5, and you have to do the same thing for everything. So this is going to be 11.5 to 16.5, and then 16.5 to 21.5, and then 21.5 21.5 to 26.5, and then 26.5 to 31.5, and then we are going to have 31.5 to 36.5. Right, now we have found out the class boundaries and the tally bars. Tally bars is basically we look at this given data and see where is this going to be. Like for example, let's start with this one. 18 is going to be between 17 to 21, so we put one bar right here, and 20 is between 17 to 21, again another bar. 18 here, 18 here, and then 24 here, and then 10 is going to be here, and then 15 is going to be here, and then 12 is going to be here, 20 is going to be here, and then 36 is going to be here, and then 14 is going to be here, 20 is going to be here, and then 18 is going to be here, and 24 is going to be here, and then 18 is going to be here again, 16 is going to be here, 16 is going to be here, 20 is going to be here, and 7 is going to be here. Now we have created our tally bars column. Now the next one is frequency. For the frequency, it's much easy because when you have tally bar, you just have to put the values. Like when you have 2 bar, that's going to be 2, and if it's 5, that's going to be 5, and here it's 9, and 2, that's 1, right? So 2, 5, 9, 2, 1. Now the cumulative also simple, 2, and then you have to add each term. Like 2 plus 5, that's going to be 7, 7 plus 9, that's going to be 16, 16 plus 2, that's going to be 18, 18 plus 1, that's going to be 19, and that's it. That's how we create frequency distribution table. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.